2. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare So one more time all together. Little louder from the heart.
Hare
Together. time, all together. Time from the heart. One time really loud from the heart all together.
Thank you, Anna, very much for your beautiful Kirtan. Hare Krishna and good morning, all dear guests. We are honored that you are here today with us because today is a very, very special day. It is a Gaura Purnima and it is a day of appearance of Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the person who actually started the Kirtan movement. And only because of him, we have the Rishikesh Kirtan Fest. It was his desire that the chanting will be heard all over the world. And because of his desire, many of his disciples, they start propagating Kirtan. And as you may know, now Kirtan is famous all over the world. And I'm sure that in all places where you live, there is some group that is doing Kirtan. So we are very, very honored that you are here with us. And now we'll continue with Kirtan with our dear Badahari Das Prabhu. And during this Kirtan, you will be able to absorb a very ancient ceremony of Abhishek. This is a ceremony of bathing the deity of Krishna. It has been practiced by for millions of years. Everyone who is watching this ceremony, it brings him like auspiciousness. We're doing this with the Kirtan. Also, I would like to introduce for you a person who you may not know, because he's not coming here often to the Kirtan hall, and his name is Muktananda Swami. He's a very special person because he actually gave this place to us so we can have our festival. He opened his heart, so please let's thank him one more time for his kindness. He's very touched and moved that people come from all over the world here to Anandam and they're engaged in Sanatana Dharma or like the process of chanting the Krishna's name. So without further ado, you can observe now this beautiful ceremony of Abhishek, and we'll hear to the Kirtan of Badahari Das Prabhu. Shri Guru, would you like to add something or? Yes, and after this, we are going to have also like a very ancient ceremony of initiation. A few of the devotees of Krishna will be initiated by His Holiness Indradyumna Maharaj. So we are all welcome to participate and observe and wish the new initiated devotees all the best. So please stay for us. And of course, in the evening, we prepare like super special program for you. We have amazing drama about Bhagavad Gita. We'll have a beautiful dance. We'll have amazing kirtans. And also, Indradyumna Maharaj, Indradyumna Swami, he'll explain more about the meaning of today's festival and how special it is. So please stay with us for the whole day. This is actually the best day during our whole Kirtan Fest, not to be missed. Thank you one more time for being here with us. Hare Krishna.
Swami iti namine Mahom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Namaste.
Saraswati Devi Bhavani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyadi
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, 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 Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Jaya Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Jaya Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Jaya Sacinandana Jaya Sacinandana Jaya Sacinandana Jaya Sacinandana Jaya Gaura Hari Jaya Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Jaya 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 Gaura Hari Gaura Hari Jaya Satchinandana Gaura Hari Jaya Satchinandana Gaura Hari Jaya Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Jaya Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Jaya Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Jaya Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Nithai Gauranga Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hello, Hare Krishna, Krishna. A little louder, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, one more, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. One more. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Guru ki. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for this amazing, beautiful kirtan. So our dear guests, now we'll make a little bit of change here. We need to prepare our fire yagya. So I would like to request to make a little bit space here in this area. Our priest will bring the yagya kund, and also at the same time we'll set it up for Indraduna Maharaj to come on the stage. So can I have a corridor here? Yeah, please come. So you can actually come closer on this side, not here. Here we need like 3 seats. Can I have 3 cushions, please? Oh, 1, 2, 3. This is for our guests who will be initiated today. Okay. So that means that you can actually come right up to here. Let's come closer. Also on this side, we just need the 1 space for the priest. Can I have 1 cushion more, please? Okay, thank you. And you can fill the space here and also come closer.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jai Kunj Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunj Bihari
Jaya
Gopi Jana Ballabha Jai Girivara Dhari Jai Girivara Dhari Gopi Jana Ballabha Jai Girivara Dhari Jai Girivara Dhari Yasodanandana Jai Rajajanaranjana Gunatira Anachani Jai Ho Gunjabi Hari Jai Kunja Vihari Gunatira Anachari Jai Kunjabi Hari Jai Kunja Vihari Gunatira Anachari Jayo Kunjabi Jai Kunja Vihari Radha Jayo Kunjabi Radha Jayo Kunjabi Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare Hare Purnima Mahamahotsav ki Nirate Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Srila Prabhupada ki Gaura Premanande. I forgot the chords. I didn't play that in like 10 years. Next time. I think we'll put it there. Give me that top there. Okay. Give me that black book. We'd like to welcome all of you again on this very, very special day. Of course, the world and different countries and different peoples, they have their special days, their special festivals. Some of them are celebrated in common, some major festivals in the world. Some are just for the country, some are just for the family. But this festival, Gaura Purnima, should one day become a festival for the whole world. Because this is the appearance day of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now some of you sitting here also may not know who is this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But you know the Das avatars. I think every good Hindu knows the Das avatars. The 10 avatars of Krishna. Krishna is called Avatari. It means he is the source, well, of all that is material and all that is spiritual. He's also the source of his avatars. Avatari means it's the source of all the avatars. So any avatar we find in scripture, one can't call himself an avatar. That's not right. Avatars are scheduled incarnations. If you read the Vedic scriptures, you'll see deep, deep, deep in the scriptures, there's predictions when different avatars will come into this world to enlighten human society. There's 10 principles. But Krishna's avatari. And he came 5,000 years ago in his original form with his consort Srimati Radharani, 5,000 years ago. But very interestingly enough, and not many people know yet, but he appeared again in this age. Generally, the incarnations, they don't come in this age because as this age progresses, people become less and less interested in spiritual life and more interested in material pursuits and sinful activities. So it's something like pouring ghee on ashes. Nothing works. Put ghee on the fire. But out of compassion, Krishna decided to come in this Kali Yuga. And he came in a very beautiful form. He came as Gauranga. It means the golden avatar. That says a lot. There's other avatars, silver, green, etc., yellow. Everyone can appreciate gold. He came as the golden avatar. And what did he do? He introduced this process of Nama Sankirtan, chanting Hare Krishna. You may have just come in contact with it, but it's been around for 500 years. And it wasn't just meant for the people of Bharat, it was meant for the whole wide world. And with the appearance of my spiritual master, if you look over here where I'm pointing, this is my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. We call him Srila Prabhupada, affectionate name. It means a master at whose feet all the masters sit. It's a bold statement, but he's teaching the topmost yoga system, which is to awaken our dormant love for God, for Krishna, and join Krishna back in the spiritual world where we belong. So he took this chanting from here in India in 1965 to America. He arrived with nothing but, I think, 40 rupees, a little suitcase, some of his books. But history will show how that was the beginning of a Hare Krishna explosion. In due course of time, the youth of America in particular, there was a counterculture in those days. They were drawn to Prabhupada's purity, to this beautiful song, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. And now I think I can safely say that Hare Krishna is a household word around the world. I go to many places. My guru asked me to go to the difficult places and try to spread Krishna consciousness. I said, Prabhupada, that's pretty hard. He said, along with the instruction of the spiritual master comes the ability to fulfill it. And I've seen that come true. Russia, I go to China. There's no word for God. There's no concept of God in China. They worship ancestors. Can you imagine how difficult it is to explain to someone about a supreme being from whom everything comes, everything maintained, everything? So what I do is I just sit down and chant Hare Krishna. Because they have no spiritual experience, because it's a communist, atheistic country. You're not allowed, religion's not allowed. It's very opulent, to tell you the truth, but I don't see anyone happy. But that spiritual yearning is within everyone's heart. Every created being wants to reestablish the highest happiness of connecting back with Bhagavan, with Sri Krishna. So it's sitting like a seed in their hearts, dormant. But how does a seed fructify? When you water it. So when we chant Hare Krishna in China, it's like watering that seed of prema, of love for God. And they start feeling it from the very beginning. I kid you not, every time I sit down with a new group of Chinese people who are interested, they cry. You can ask my servants who come with me to China. Every time. But like, and then Hare Krishna, ooh! It comes forth because it's there in everyone's heart. George Harrison and the Beatles, am I speaking too far ahead here? Way back. George Harrison told us one time, he said, everyone's a devotee of Krishna. Some know it and some don't. But this chanting of Hare Krishna will remind you who you are and remind everyone in the whole world who they are. And then there'll be no more war. There'll only be peace. Because we realize what we have in common. We have one Father. So if you have the same Father, you're brothers and sisters. And if brothers and sisters, they quarrel a little bit, but they don't fight. So we see this as, because if you know the news happening in the world, it's terrible. And it's going to get worse. Because this is Kali Yuga, the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. The Iron Age will only get worse. But there's one thing that can stop it. And I'm not oversimplifying. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. It's the panacea. Because if you want a better world, you got to be a better person. And you can set the example for the world, how you see all beings equally as brothers and sisters, spirit souls, with one supreme divine personality of Godhead, Krishna. So it's in the pioneer stage. This movement's in the pioneer stage. But it's not like some yoga club or, some folklore or something. This is the real deal. And we're very happy these last few days and the next 3 weeks to introduce you to this chanting and hope you appreciate it and see it as something you can add to your life to help you and to help the world. Seriously. This chanting can take away all the fog. Just like when the sun comes out, no matter how thick the fog is, if the sun comes out, goes away. So if we spread this chanting beyond Rishikesh, I came to Rishikesh for spiritual life, for chanting Hare Krishna. Just take it home. Spread the chanting, spread the good word, save the world. So thank you for being with us. Today, we're having an initiation ceremony. We're in the spiritual teacher, the spiritual master, he accepts disciples, candidates for entering into this great tradition of Krishna consciousness. We call it Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. It's a long chain of spiritual teachers going all the way back to Krishna. He's the Adi Guru. He gives perfect knowledge. How can he give perfect knowledge? He's the one person you can really count on, or his representative, because he created it all. If you come up with a new product and you create it, who knows it better than you? You. So Krishna created everything. He's maintaining everything. Avijnana Swaratis. He's present everywhere by his energy, so he's all-knowing. So when he speaks how to get out of the material world, how to get back home to the spiritual world, we should listen. We should listen. If we're serious about really going home back to the spiritual world. Spiritual world is described as eternal, full of knowledge and bliss. But this world, is it eternal? Is it full of knowledge? Little. Is it full of bliss? Sometimes, let's be frank. So we're like fish out of water. We're surviving here, but this isn't where we belong. It's like you take a fish out of the water, Mother Ganga. Hey, fishy, come into Rishikesh town. We'll teach you what real happiness is. And you give him a beedi, they say here, a cigarette, some wine. They sell wine farther down the road. And give him the keys to your car. Introduce him to a beautiful woman. it means nothing to a fish. But fish, you don't, you just take the fish and put him back in the river. So it's kind of a humorous analogy, but we're laughing at ourselves because we have all the modern commodities of life. It's always increasing, technology and science, but we're not completely happy here because by nature we're spiritual. Like the fish belongs in the water, spirit belongs in the world. Hello? One who realizes the futility of material life, everyone has their own awakening in spiritual life. Now some of those seeds, the flowers come up like daffodils in Denmark. Or autumn they start coming out. Different pace of opening, Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki. Everyone has their own spiritual awakening for various reasons. They have their different spiritual awakenings. And awakening means what? Dukkalayama shashvatam. It means to see the temporary, miserable nature of this material world. So that takes some time. It takes some time to come to that realization. And to open our hearts to the alternative. To become freed from the cycle of birth and death. Krishna says in the Gita, one who's taken birth, death is certain. And one who has died, birth is certain. So this is something you can guarantee. When you're born, you don't know, like really what's going to happen. So many things can happen. This you can be sure of. Birth, death, birth, death, birth, death, birth, death. It's not a very good proposal. You have to learn your ABCs all over again. To go through teenage life, to work hard, get a career, and then die. So when that awakening comes, one naturally searches for a spiritual path to follow. Out of darkness into light, out of ignorance into knowledge, out of the material world into the spiritual world. This is spiritual mathematics. So Krishna, he gave some hint because he's the Adi Guru, and he came 5,000 years ago, and he spoke the Bhagavad Gita. All of you are yogis, you know Bhagavad Gita. It's the fundamental teachings of this Indian culture, this Vedic culture. It's the basis, the bedrock of all spiritual philosophy. There's other books, but this is ABCs, essential, we must know. Krishna comes and he speaks as the Adi Guru, the ultimate teacher. Purushottam means the best amongst male individuals. Purushoddam means the lowest. We've got lots of examples of low-class people in the world. But he's Purushottam, so he comes and he speaks. And all the yogis and all the sages and all the rishis, although they're following different paths, they all agree on the teachings of Bhagavad Gita because it's fundamental. So Krishna comes and Krishna goes. He comes, these avatars, they come and they go. Whoever was there, they may have benefited. But in his absence, what to do? Because the purpose of human form of life remains the same. It's a constant factor, axiomatic fact. Atato brahma jignasya. Now that you've come to the human form of life, what's your dharma? Okay, educated, get a job, have a family, have grandchildren, join a club, root for a cricket match. But what's your Sanatan Dharma? Your eternal Dharma? To connect. Actually, yoga means to connect with the divine, with the supreme. Like religion, the Latin verb regulio, religion, it's in that word, religion. This Latin verb regulio means to reconnect, same thing. So whoever you are, wherever you are, that's the ultimate purpose of life. So Krishna comes to remind us, and he goes. So in his absence, who's going to speak transcendental knowledge? Those who heard from him? Who's going to speak that same knowledge. His representative, the spiritual master. He's like the ambassador. Like in Delhi, we have the French embassy. So what is it doing? It's representing France. One person, the ambassador, he's representing France. There's also a Spanish embassy. That ambassador is representing Spain, etc., etc. So in the material world, who's representing Krishna? Guru. Now you know what is guru. Guru means heavy, actually, in Sanskrit. It's a heavy responsibility. You're qualified to be a guru if you speak the same thing as Krishna. If you make up some philosophy of a twinkle in your eye, long gray hair, I'm guru. Some people may come, but we have to speak frankly. Guru means one who is the ambassador who represents the Supreme Personality and also lives. He walks the talk. That's not Sanskrit, I'm sorry. It's not a Sanskrit verse, but he walks the talk. He is the example of the philosophy. And to get out of the tabernacle of material life, because it's already, we can't even figure it out with all our science and technology. Don't worry, just get out of here. To get out of here, you need a guiding light. And what is that guiding light? The spiritual master comes with a flashlight? No, he comes with knowledge. He comes with knowledge. How to walk this path as best you can in this world, and how to enter into the spiritual world. The principal relationship between guru and disciple is the exchange of knowledge, or the giving of knowledge. Chanakya Pandit, in his Niti Shastra, he said, the opulence of night is the moon, and the opulence of a kingdom is a pious king. The opulence of a family is a chaste and pious wife. This is all, yes, I can understand that. But the opulence of everything is knowledge. We need some material knowledge. The Vedas actually discuss material knowledge. Some people think it's all spiritual. No, you have to have a good foundation before you build the house. So how to live in this world in a simple way with high thinking. Not complicated life with no time to think, but simple life with high thinking. The Guru teaches that also. He teaches you how to not get entangled. Sometimes it's contrary to popular tradition, like Guru will say, no meat eating. What? No intoxication. What? No promiscuous sex. What? No gambling. What? Previously in India, these things were looked down upon. Now, it's all open. It's a tendency of the conditioned soul to try to enjoy this world. But these things are contrary to spiritual life. Meat eating especially. Vidya vinaya sampane brahmane gavihastani sunicha vasapakicha pandita samadarshanaha. A sage, an enlightened person, he sees with equal vision an elephant, a cow, a dog, and a dog eater. How can he see them equally? Because he sees the soul, the real person, not this bag of flesh. He sees the soul, so he sees everyone equally. That you can get by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So these are practical ways to detach ourselves from the material world. Simple living with high thinking, avoiding those 4 activities which are very prominent but detrimental to enlightenment. He teaches that, and then he reveals the spiritual world. Guru. Not that he, gives you a pill, boing, or puts his hand in your head, boing. No, it's a process. You have to get purified. But he can show you the spiritual world. Even in the beginning stages, we know what the goal is. Like when I'm in Western countries, with all due respect, because I was born in a Christian family, and I thank my parents, and I thank Lord Jesus for that. But I was always asking the priest, what's God like? He said, he's God. I said, you tell me something more? He lives up there. Yes, Pastor, but something more. In time, we'll know. But I said to him, my dear Pastor, you want me to love God? How can I love someone I don't even know? He turned white. I said, I'm not being disrespectful. You're my first teacher. I'm not being disrespectful. How can I love someone I don't know? Because I know that my dad chose my mom because she's really beautiful, my mom. And she's a singer, she's an opera singer, and she can win anybody in chess, and she knows how to dress, and that's why my dad married her. It's the details. The person that we accept as our spouse or our friend or our prime minister or our president. So how are we going to know what is the absolute truth? Who's the divine? Who's the supreme? Who yoga, religion, we're meant to connect with in this short duration of 100 years? He says, boy, I cannot tell you. He said, seek and ye shall find. And I did. I came to India looking for a guru to get out, go home. And I met my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. Now before coming, I'd read the Bhagavad Gita backwards and forwards many times, so no one could fool me. I knew it. So I was testing. So can you speak on Bhagavad Gita? Everything he said, exactly as it was. And one time he told us, my qualification is simply I've not added or subtracted. The knowledge of the Adi Guru is perfect. And I saw that he knew that. I listened to thousands of lectures. I was entranced, actually. And I watched him at his character, his morals. I could not find a defect. So one day I said, Guru Maharaj, can you accept me as your disciple? And he accepted me. So I was young, passionate. The 4 rules, like, what? Actually, Prabhupada said when he was coming to America, before he landed, bringing this cherished mantra, he said, when I go there and I tell them these people these 4 rules, no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex and gambling, they'll probably say to me, hey, old man, take your message back to India. But it didn't happen. Because manushanam sahasisu kaschidetati siddhaye. Krishna said in Gita, out of millions and millions of people, perhaps one will be in search of the absolute truth. And there were enough counterculture people at that time, lots of young people, frustrated, with material life, starting to inquire about yoga, meditation, becoming vegetarian, controlling their senses. It started in the 50s and the 60s, like boom, like an explosion. And now we see the results, the Hare Krishna explosion. So you people are that 1%. Manushanam sahasrisu kaschidate siddhe. Out of millions and millions of people, one may actually be sincere to understand what is the absolute truth. Just like we have the 1%, the rich and famous. I want it all and I want it now. By their karma, some people have it. They're the 1%, while the rest of us struggle to, to get the food to the mouth in this world. So that's rare. But you're also very rare, because that's why we have this festival in Rishikesh, not Sydney or New York or Moscow. Because you come flooding in like the Ganges River, looking for spiritual enlightenment. And somehow or other you walk along the street and walk into here and find the Yuga Dharma, the panacea for all problems. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. So when I took initiation, I promised my spiritual master those 4 rules. It was a risk on his part, because how attached we are to this world. But Chanakya Pandit in his Niti Shastra says you can only give up something if you get something better. So I was able to turn my back on material life to a certain degree. I mean, I have a watch and I travel in a car or a plane. I use these things so I can come here and share this knowledge with you. But I turned my back on it. How can I do that? I've been in this material for millions and millions and millions and millions of lives. Old habits die hard. But I wanted to be a yogi. I actually wanted to be someone who was free. Freedom. For me, freedom wasn't, winning the war in Vietnam or, winning over this political party or winning over this. No, freedom for me meant when I die, I don't take birth again. No birth, death, birth, death. No, I'm out. I'm going home. I really wanted that. Because when I was young, I had a tough life, so I just have to read the books. When Prabhupada was talking about the miseries of material existence, oh yeah. So what's the alternative, Swami? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. And I found that, see, the thing about the chanting is it gives you spiritual strength. Mantras are very powerful. One time my guru said, 2 things never lose potency in this vicious age of Kali: gems and mantras. Gupati Raghava Rajaram, Patit Pavana Sitaram. Straight to Yuga. That was a mantra. Jai Sri Jai Sri Ram! Jai Sri Ram! Jai the spiritual world. Extremely powerful. How's it so powerful? Talking about incarnations who come from time to time to Tars do. Kali Kali Nam Rup Krishna Avatars is the holy name. How is it? Chintamani Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Because there's no difference between Krishna and his name. Here's a beautiful painting of Krishna. This is not mythology. The rishis, all the saints, all the yogis, they'll tell you, yes, absolute truth, in a spiritual form that never grows old. The thing about him, there's so many things, is that he's the reservoir of all pleasure. Our whole life we're looking for pleasure, and we're trying to avoid distress. I'm summarizing. Eloquence is truth spoken concisely. I'm summarizing this world. We're looking for happiness and avoid. It's just different ways we do it. Looking for happiness, pleasure. And what's the supreme happiness? Love. I've traveled almost every country in this world except North Africa. But I've seen, if you have everything that you ever, if you don't have someone to share that with, you cannot be happy. You can't have love. But you don't have someone to share it with, you can't be happy. But if you're dirt poor, all you have is a loving children, loving neighbors. If you have someone to share it with, you can be happiness. He's just waiting for us to get back home, enter into an dynamic relationship. We can love 4 or 5 people. He can love all of creation to their fullest content. We say, Shantushti, And our loving relationship here, they come and go. Sorry, Romeo. Sorry, Juliet. It was a perfect match. Astrology, to match the couple if they can have a good marriage. Here's the perfect match, Romeo and Juliet. But love never ends. Love reigns supreme. Love is ever expanding in the spiritual world. And Krishna's waiting for us. And just to give us a taste of what it's like to be in a loving relationship and to be always happy, anandam, he gives this mantra. Why do you think you're laughing and dancing when you're with us? Because you're so happy. You're getting touched by that loving personality. Like if you want to understand the ocean, you don't have to drink the whole ocean. You just take a drop of the ocean. It's salty. So if you want to know what deep spiritual, you want to know what enlightenment is? That's a common word. Enlightenment, you want to know what is real peace? Beyond peace, there's ecstasy, there's bliss, there's love. If you want to know how those things are, 3 words: Hare, Krishna, and Rama. No, you've experienced it. To understand that concept, you have to chant. If I tell you this honey is very nice, and you lick the outside of the jar, you got to open the jar. I like honey. So you want to know what enlightenment is? You want to know the perfection of yoga? You know the happiness? You want to know what is love? Small things come in nice packages. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. So stick with us. We're just here to drown you in this nectarian ocean of loving devotion by chanting and dancing for the next 3 weeks. You should cancel all appointments, all jobs, anything, and just stay with us every morning, every week, evening. And by the time this festival, you will be a different person. Let me clarify, you'll be your real person. Your spiritual personality will start coming out, and you will not stop chanting. You won't. Just like a person takes heroin or something, they can't stop. Of course, you can tie them down. We're not going to tie you down. We're just going to keep dancing with you and singing and laughing and feasting on this prasadam every night. It's free. Oh, what's the deal here? It's all free. No. Human life is meant for spiritual enlightenment. Why should we put a price on it? It's the one thing we shouldn't put a price on. We don't charge anything here. And everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome here. We have a little opposition, but we don't worry about that. Everyone's welcome. We love everyone. We even love our enemies. So to become really serious about this, there comes a point in one's life where one takes shelter of a guru. Because the Adi Guru is far away, but his representative may be here. He knows the philosophy, he's practicing the teaching. So tadvidi paripatena paripashana sevaya upadekshanti teyaginam gyanenas tattvadarshana. 4th chapter, Bhagavad Gita. Just try to learn these truths by approaching a spiritual teacher. Inquire from him submissively, render service to him. The self-realized souls can give you knowledge because they've seen the truth. It's as important as getting connected to Krishna as getting connected to Krishna's ambassador. Because if you please the ambassador, the whole damn country loves you. It's as simple as that. The ambassador. And when you come before the ambassador, you have to show your willingness to become detached. Sir, no meat eating, no intoxication, no promiscuous sex, and no gambling. And I promise that I'll chant 16 rounds every day. I like to go to Rishikesh and chant in the Rishikesh Kirtan Fest, but I also promise to chant around the mala 16 times a day. You get out of something what you put into it. So, okay, this is the Yuga Dharma, this is the way, but there's this and there's that, and then, okay, all right. If you take a promise that you don't make promises you can't keep. It's a song in the 50s. If you make a promise, every day you're watering that seed of love of God within the heart, watering even something's more important, what's most important, and because you promise you do it, and then you advance. So every day, the initiated devotees, they take these beads, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Now if we went on, it'd be 10 minutes, so we don't have that time. 16 times, every day, the same song? Yeah. You take, Bhattahari said the other day, he was using the example of Coca-Cola. How long can you chant Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola? Because this is transcendental. Because it's non-different than Krishna, the reservoir of all pleasure. You can chant, and you can chant, and you can chant. And the more you chant, the more realized you become. And the beauty of this is you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be a businessman, you can be an athlete. You don't have to change anything. It's all you add this on. I'm an anomaly. I'm a sannyasi, I'm a renunciate. I don't have a bank balance, I don't have any money. I never touch money. I don't have a car. I don't have a plane ticket. If somebody wants me to come, they buy me a ticket, okay. I have a few sets of clothes. This is because it allows me to keep moving. To teach. That's why I don't have anything. I can drag it along. And if I have a place that's like a base, I'm going to go back and rest. No. A sannyasi can only stay in one place for 3 days. Then he has to move on. Why? Because a rolling stone gathers no moss. He can't be attached. He can be very attached to Krishna, but gradually he also has to become detached. We're all works in progress. But better to be going slow in the right direction than running fast in the wrong direction. So this is the right direction, taking on the chanting of Hare Krishna. And today you're seeing several devotees who have decided, I'm going home. There's no place like home. We have our homes. We need our homes there, but we should chant Hare Krishna in our homes so that we can go to that home from which we never come back again. And we enjoy an eternal life of bliss and knowledge, an intimate, loving relationship with Krishna, where in the spiritual world, every step is a dance, every word is a song, and it's a festival every day. Hey, there's Rishikesh Kirtan Fest every day in the banks of the Jamuna in the spiritual world. It's not fiction, it's not hype, it's all true. And these devotees, please stand up, the three of you. Stand up. They've realized this. And they have whole lives ahead of them. They don't have to change much. Follow the general routine, but add the chanting. It acts like a kavacha. You know what a kavacha is? A kavacha is a capsule which has divine mantras in it for protection. Padam padam yat vipadam natation. This is a dangerous world. There's danger at every step. But this chanting protects you to a certain degree, or a great degree. It protects. Rake Krishna Marike, Mari Krishna Rakike. Krishna wants to kill you, no one can save you. Krishna wants to save you, no one can kill you. So this is the real meaning of having God on my side. You're his servant doing his good work, and you're chanting his name. Please protect me that I can live long enough to gradually become detached and to fall in love with you and go back to the spiritual world. This actually happens. It's actually a fact. And the practitioner can practically experience that feeling of protection and enlightenment day by day. And the happiness, it just goes on and on and on and on. What's the proof? In the middle of the kirtan, you find one person who's frowning, one person who's cursing, one person who has any doubts. No. When you're chanting, you're connected with the divine, you're connected with the supreme enjoyer. You have an open invitation to come back home. And that's why you're smiling, and that's why you're laughing, and that's why you're dancing. So, although these devotees are being formally initiated into the chanting today, this is the ceremony. By taking those vows, they're formally initiated. It means the guru takes responsibility for their progress. You know, sometimes progress is like this, right? So you have to have someone who's got your back. Someone who prods you forward a little bit, chastises you when you're wrong, blesses you when you're right. This is a teacher-student relationship on the divine platform. The spiritual master, his responsibility, it never ends actually, because we even have a relationship with our guru in the spiritual world. But the duty of the guru is to take the disciple home. And if the disciple doesn't make it in this lifetime, because, it's a challenge to become enlightened. distractions, and we slow down, we speed up. So if the disciple only makes 75% advancement and takes birth again, Krishna says they start off at 76 and they meet the Guru again. Brihat Bhagavatamritam. Gopakumar, he's going from this world to the spiritual world, different levels and different births. In each birth, mysteriously he meets his Guru, who gives him some more instructions and then disappears. Spiritual life's very mysterious. You need someone to guide you out and into the spiritual. You need someone who takes responsibility for it. And in return, the disciples serve the Guru. Well, what do you need, Maharaj? You don't have many clothes, you don't have, luxuries. No, but I need help to spread the good word. So that other people like you, who are all Krishna's devotees at heart, I have to say it's a strong statement, George Harrison said it. Everyone's a devotee of Krishna, some know it, some don't. We have to keep traveling. So my students travel with me. And the way we do it, we present spiritual life, not austere and difficult and study this and memorize that. No, we present it as a lot of fun. Probably should say samadhi or something. But a spiritual life is not more fun and enjoyable than material life. Who's going to do it? So we have a nice service to this movement. We just travel the world with this festival. And we say, chant Hare Krishna and become happy. And when you're tired of dancing, take some prasadam. If you're an intellectual, buy a book, but take it to heart. So we've introduced you to how nice it can be, how much fun it can be. So all my disciples, please give them a round of applause. They're working hard. Working hard. And we don't get any money. I don't do festivals for money. We don't get any money. What do we get back? Your happiness. Your happiness. When I see in the Kirtan how you're dancing and chanting, and I know you're getting liberated. You don't know, I know. You're getting liberated. You're getting a taste. When you get back to Cincinnati, or you get back to Norway, you get back to Sydney. What do I remember about my 3-month trip to India? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. And we have temples all over the world, so you can go. So enough talking now. We're going to move forward. I gave you a basic overview of what is a guru, what is a disciple. And these devotees are going to come forward now, and they're going to take their vows. No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. And they're going to promise to chant 16 rounds a day. Then the connection's there. That divine, it's an eternal connection. That's why one takes some time to study if they have faith in the teacher. In our organization, there's many. My Guru Prabhupada passed away some years ago, but he said the senior devotees who know the philosophy and who are good examples, now they can take disciples. So in our movement, there's many spiritual teachers. So I always say, to those who are aspiring for me, take a look around and hear from this one. I'm not after disciples. That's part of the burden, but it's a burden of love. But, when you're looking for a guru, take some time, study him, and that the guru can study you, and then that divine eternal connection is made, and you're safe. You're safe. Even if you have to come back, Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabhaha. Krishna said after many, many births, people come home. But by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, the most recent avatar, who we spoke about in the very beginning, it is possible to go back to the spiritual world in one lifetime. Just applaud the concept. One lifetime. So in our ISKCON movement, which is a bona fide tradition going back millions of years, and by the mercy of our spiritual master at whose feet all masters sit, you have this opportunity, you've come in contact, you're awakening. At some point, look for a spiritual teacher. Inner movement. I'm biased, but I love this movement. I feel the benefit of it. I've seen others. Try to find a teacher after some time, and then connect, and you're safe in this world, and you're liberated in the spiritual world. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So we're going to begin by the purificatory ceremony. What is that, page 159 or something, 157? Was that too strong? Where's that verse? For the... Give me a minute, I'm referring to the scriptures. For purification, right? What's the beginning? Om Pavitam. Okay. So the disciples, this is a ceremony of for purification, because essentially, part of the ceremony of initiation, where they take their vows, and I accept them as my students, and I don't stop enlightening them, helping them till they're actually back in the spiritual world. Relationship continues. We're a big spiritual family there. Part of this ceremony is this fire yagya. This is a very ancient ceremony calling upon the divine, calling upon Vishnu or Krishna to appear as the sacred fire to accept our offerings of love. If someone gives you something very valuable, very beautiful, and you don't say thank you, what's that? My mother used to slap me. I'd get a present. Say thank you, thank you. No, say thank you, thank you. Because if you don't say thank you, you can't expect anything in return. We have so much to be thankful for. The earth we walk on, the water we drink, the air we breathe. Where does it come from? Some scientists didn't create it. It comes from Bhagavan. Everything we have, actually, we don't own anything. He created all the energy, we're just borrowing it. So this yagya is a way of saying, thank you. In Russian we say, spasibo bolshoy. In French we say, merci beaucoup. Or we say, dankeschön. We have to say thank you to the Supreme, the Divine. So you'll see, as part of the ceremony, they're thanking Vishnu, they're thanking Krishna by throwing the seeds into the fire. It's symbolic. Thank you, Krishna, for giving me this opportunity to know what is the purpose of life and now how to achieve it. Krishna, I am yours. So you'll see, it's very beautiful. They're throwing the seeds. So that's what's happening. Thank you, thank you. Krishna, I am yours. Okay? So because Vishnu is going to appear in the form of the fire, it's part of the Vedic science. Yeah, but it's fire. Yeah, but it's not fire. It's Vishnu, okay? He's the source of all material and all spiritual. He can turn matter into spirit and spirit into matter if he wants to. Like an electrician. He can take electricity and make something hot, and he can... So Krishna can take a material element like fire and turn it into spiritual because he's the master magician. He's the supreme mystic. So know for sure, you've met Krishna in the form of his name, you're going to see him in the form of the fire. You can say some prayers too. It's not just the three of them. So because we're approaching the supreme pure and we're impure, we have to become purified to a certain extent to sit at the fire. So the initiates will take the spoon in their left hand, and put 3 drops of water in your right hand, and pour it in, and then sip that water. Sip the water. I think we need a Hindi translator here. Sip the water. And say, Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Okay, we'll do it again. 3 drops in the right hand. Look at the hand. Say Om Narayanaya Namaha. Sip the water. One more time. 3 drops in the right hand. Look at the water, saying Om Madhavaya Namaha. Sip the water. Now put a drop on your right hand and throw it to the side. Kartamashe, I lost it here. And you repeat after me. I think I'll find it here. You got it? Okay. So the initiate, actually everyone can repeat. Om Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavastam Gatopi Va Ya Smaret Punarikaksham Sa Bhaya Bhayantaram Suchi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. The meaning of this mantra connected to this taking the sacred water is both pure and impure, passing through the conditions of material life. If one remembers the lotus-eyed Lord, he becomes externally and internally cleansed. So they're purified by taking the water in this way to associate with the Supreme Pure. But the principle holds true that by mantra, by invoking the presence, like you call somebody, Mary, come here, John, come here, come, they come running. So Hare Krishna, Krishna hears, he sees. Yes? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Krishna, take me home. It's the meaning of the mantra. So like that, now we've invoked purification to their hearts. The fire is ready, and our priest is ready. He knows all the special mantras for this yagya. But we're going to call each of the initiates up one by one, the 2 who are getting first initiation, and one who's getting second initiation, Brahminical initiation. We'll call them up, and they'll make their vows, and part of the initiation process is a new name. Just like when a woman moves from one family to another family, she takes the name of her husband's family name. So now we're moving out of our material identities. We're moving into Prabhupada's family, into Krishna's family, into the spiritual family, and we're going to change our name to something spiritual. And just by talking to some, what's your name? Krishna Das. What's your name? Radharani Das. Just by casual conversation, everyone gets purified. Hare Krishna. So while I'm getting ready here, we'd like the initiates to put on their kanti mala. They have these beads here, these kanti mala, these neck beads. This is a sign that one has taken that step, that quantum leap in spiritual life, only for the brave. And we wear these around our neck. It's made of a sacred wood called tulsi here. So they're putting on their new beads. Can someone help the young girl?
Yes. These are Kashmir's beads and these are other Maharashtra's beads. You can keep this one.
Okay. And to honor them, this brave step forward, which they have full confidence in, we're going to also garland them as well. Meanwhile, we can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Kartamashi? Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Move this lamp aside. she's. Okay, leave it on. Move this lamp. And move that. And do they have a microphone for their vows? Okay. So, it's a long path home. We know the help we can get. So, today we're asking Lord Chaitanya, he is here in his deity form, who we did the Abhishek for. We're asking him his blessings upon these young girls. We're asking our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, from afar, to also give his blessings. And we'd like to ask all of you, because you're all spiritual aspirants, you have certain punya, some piety, some spiritual benefits to your practice, please share that with them. Give them their blessings by a long, extended applause. I think you're going to make it. You have a lot of people behind you, a lot of friends. Okay, so first we'll call Anna to come up to take your vows. Come up here. Or you can come here. I think there's a step there, yeah? She'll come up here. Yeah, come up, okay. Sit down. Part of the initiation process is that the spiritual teacher, he chants on the aspiring disciples' beads. So these beads have been duly chanted on. So, Anna, what are the 4 rules and regulations that you promise to follow for your whole life? And how many rounds of japa will you chant on these beads every single day?
Dear Srila Gurudeva, please accept my humble obeisances. So I promise no meat eating, no intoxications, no illicit sex, and no gambling. And also I promise to chant a minimum of 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra on my beads every day.
Spasiba Moshe. That's thank you in English. Anna, on the order of my spiritual master, he departed and asked his senior devotees to take up this role of initiating, but by his blessings and by his power, I'm very happy to accept you as my spiritual daughter, my disciple, and I will do everything in my power to make sure that one day you make it home to that spiritual world, that land of love and bliss, where we'll all reside eternally in loving relationships with Krishna. So make it easy for me by continuing to really be strict in your vows and increase the quality of your chanting every day, because we can chant, but it's the mood in which we chant. You know, Krishna, I am yours, that mood. You can keep that in your mind when you're chanting, okay? So I'm going to give you a name connected to Vrindavan. We refer to the spiritual world so many times during this talk, but what's it called? It's called Vrindavan. Vrindavan, this was where Radha and Krishna live eternally in the spiritual world. So I like to give names to my disciples to remember the Purnima team, to remember what is the goal. Vrindavan. So your name means servant of star-like, golden-bodied Srimati Radharani. Okay? From this day forth, you should be known as Tarini Gaurangi Dasi. Everyone remember, Tarini Gaurangi, don't call her Anna anymore. That person's gone. Tarini Gaurangi Devi Dasi Ki. Kashvi? Can you see through the smoke? Can you see through the smoke? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You sure? Because I can't see you. This is her sister. Have her sister come and sit here. Hey, Mama too. This is her sister. This is her mother. Now both these girls look like children, but if you could hear them recite Sanskrit, you'd faint. If you could hear them recite the poetry of great saints, you would faint. If you could hear how much they know about the philosophy, and especially about Krishna's pastimes, you would be humbled. And if you could see these two girls who were born here and have served Krishna their whole life and have a beautiful deity of Krishna, if you could see them, the look on their faces when they're staring at that deity, you would pray to Krishna you could have that bhakti. It's true, it's uncanny. They have so much bhakti, so much devotion. So she's young, she's only 14, but I see her like an old soul. I was mentioning how we take birth and we start where we left off, 71. This is definitely her last birth in this world, both these girls. There's no envy, no jealousy, no hatred in their eyes. You just look at her face. The little girl, look at her face. They know the Ananda of serving very personally. They see their deity as Krishna himself. And the credit goes to Mama. Mama, stand up. This is Mama. They are what they are because of the mother. And this is the perfection of motherhood. Motherhood means many things. Breastfeeding, cleaning up the nappies, protecting, looking out, providing a crib, going to school, picking up from school. But the real glory of motherhood is that your children become devotees of Krishna. If you're Russian, German, French, Argentinian, the mother is the person who gives the seed of love for Krishna in the very beginning. We can get that seed any time of life. But what if you get it even before conception? It's called Garbhadam Samskara, that before the husband and wife unite to have a child, they chant so many prayers, so many mantras like this. Their conscience is very high. And then a sadhu takes birth in the woman's womb. It's the science of Krishna consciousness. So this mother, what the qualities you see in this girl's, I'm just starting. I'm accepting her as my disciple. I'm part of the family now. But what I think is that the mother's made the painting because they're so nice devotees. I'm just adding the finishing touches like that. So mother really did, give her another round of applause. She's also aspiring for initiation. She has to wait a little bit longer because the girls started chanting first. And now the mother is inspired by her children to become a pure devotee. This is love, right? Love's a two-way street. So they were inspired by her, now she's inspired by them, so they're taking steps back to the spiritual world. So, Kashvi, what are the four, you can just see her face. What are the 4 rules and regulations that you promise to follow for the rest of your life?
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam. I promise to take the vows of no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxication.
The thing is, you don't even know what those things are. She's so pure. At 14, I've been to high schools. I've seen 14-year-olds. She doesn't know. Like my spiritual master Prabhupada said to us one time, he said, in my lifetime, I never knew it was sin, and I never forgot the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. This is why I accepted him as my spiritual. I never knew it was sin. And when I met him, he was, 70 years old. And I never forgot the lotus feet of Krishna. How do you never forget someone? If you hate them or you love them. So here's an example of someone who's fully in love, Srila Prabhupada with Krishna. So like this young girl, she doesn't even know. I'm sure she knows what that is, but she's never experienced that, and rightfully so. So we have very good hopes for her. They've been coming the last few years to our Rishikesh Kirtan Fest. I think this is probably the first person I've initiated from the Rishikesh Kirtan Fest. Wow, we're making some progress here. She has to make one more vow. How many rounds will you chant? Oh, I'm still wearing them. I chanted lots of rounds on these. How many rounds on the beads will you chant every day?
I promise to chant 16 rounds daily on my beads of Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Okay, thank you. So, Kashi, we're very happy to accept you as our spiritual daughter, and I will do everything in my power to one day introduce you to my Guru. That will be my great pleasure. All my disciples will line up, and I'll bring them forth. They say, Srila Prabhupada, on your order and by your mercy, all these devotees are standing here. I'd like to introduce you to such and such and such. So that day will come. And one day, we'll all be in the spiritual world. And we'll have our original identities as cowherd boys or cowherd girls or different identities that will be revealed later in our spiritual progress, but we'll be together forever for a life of love and bliss in the spiritual world. And Prabhupada said to one of my godbrothers one time, when we get back to the spiritual world, we'll all recognize each other. I said, Prabhupada said that. He said, yes. He made a little humor. He said, but you won't recognize me as an old man because I'll be a little boy. Srila Prabhupada ki. So I'm taking full responsibility for you. I don't mind. I don't see you coming back, but if ever there's a case a disciple comes back, I'll come back. I take that vow. For that purpose, I'll take birth again. I really want to go home, but I take this responsibility very, very seriously. So to you, all my disciples, I make that promise that I'll be the last man standing if necessary. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, worldwide ISKCON ki, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki, Go Premanande. I've had this name in my heart for you for several years, because the way you were looking at me, like my disciples look at me. So this girl's and then I thought, well, give her some attention, water the seed. So even though you're a very young girl, encourage you to come to the kirtan, or, could you hold my bead bag for a few minutes, or, something like that. Grew in the attachment grew, and it matured into master, servant, guru, disciple, like that. So I thought, if this girl ever approaches me for initiation, I kept this name for you. Okay? It means servant of the most beautiful Srimati Radharani. And who's Radharani? We could speak eons about her. She's the girl on Krishna's left, our right. That's Krishna's eternal divine consort. And actually, we pray to her to engage us in Krishna's service because she has the most bhakti. She has the most love. She's in charge of devotional service. So when we chant the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare refers to Radha. So I want you to always be in that mood of being a servant of Radha and Krishna, depending on the mercy of Srimati Radharani, to go back home. And just to think of your name, you'll get purified. Servant of the most beautiful Srimati Radharani. From this day forth, no Marakashvi. From this day forth, you should be known as Sundari Radha Devidasi. What? Sundari means beautiful. In Sanskrit, beautiful. And Radha, So beautiful Radha, you're servant of the servant of the servant of Srimati Radharani. Sundari Radha Devidasi ki. Shri Prabhupada ki. Shri Gaura Purnima Mahotsava ki. Yuga Dharma chanting Hare Krishna ki. Rishikesh Kirtan Fest 2026 K. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, forever! Now I turn the ceremony over to our priest who will chant the mantras and pour the fire. Good girl. I'd like to mention before we begin also that one of my disciples, Brajadulali, she took initiation some years ago, very young as well. Usually, you wait till someone's maybe in their 20s or 30s, they really know what they're getting into. But I have this sense that these young people, if they have come to Krishna consciousness very early, are speaking so nicely, practicing so nicely, give them a chance. Because the sooner the better. The sooner the better. And I've initiated, mostly I initiate 20, 25 years old, but I've initiated 11, 12, and they're going strong. Now they're in their 20s, and they're the ones giving the lecture. So she's one of these devotees, Bhajadulali. She took, how old were you when you took initiation?
17.
17. Again, what are 17-year-old boys and girls doing in the universities? This girl doesn't know what is sin either. She's born in a devotee family. She's a very good example. I'm very proud of her. And for that reason, and because she loves to worship deities like Gauranga, I'm giving her second initiation, which means that she becomes Brahmani. We have Brahman. Brahman means that priests who do the ceremonies, they're situated in the mode of goodness. They carry on the rituals, like our priest, he's a Brahmana. Ladies also take Brahman in our Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. It's a responsibility, but I'm sure she'll bear that responsibility very nicely. I'm going to be awarding her these mantras. There's the Gayatri mantra, but it can't be spoken in public. But later during the day, I'll give her the Gayatri mantra in the right ear, and that's more spiritual purification, more strength to make advancement in spiritual life, more strength to get back home, back to Godhead. So this is a big step she's taking, getting Gayatri. Give her a big round of applause.
Hare Krishna. You'll throw grains with this mudra, Mriga mudra, okay? You just take some grains, couple of grains, and throw it on the tip of the fire. Hare Krishna. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryan Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Bhur Swaha Idam Vishnavedam Namama. Om Bhuvaswaha Idam Achyuta Idam Namama. Om Swaswaha Idam Narayana Idam Namama. Om Bhurvaswaswaha Idam Ananta Idam Namama. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Swaha Idam Gurave Idam Namama. Om Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Swaha Rasacharya Idam Namama. Om Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Swaha Idam Guru Gaurangarada Krishna Sarva Vaishnavebhyo Idam Namama Om Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Swaha Idam Samstapakacharya Idam Namama Om Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Shatarine Swaha Idam Samstapakacharya Idam Namama Om Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Swaha Idam Paramagurave Idam Namama Om Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripabdhaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Swaha Idam Paramagurave Idam Namama Om Madhuryojvala Premadya Shri Rupa Nuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Swaha Idam Paramagurave Idam Namama Om Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudapa Siddhanta Dvanta Harine Swaha Idam Paramagurave Idam Namama Om Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padam Buddha Jayate Namaha Swaha Idam Parapara Gurave Idam Namama Om Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Gaura Shakti Svarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Swaha Idam Mahagurave Idam Namama Om Gaura Virbhava Bhumistvam Nirdesha Sajnana Priya Vaishnava Sarva Bhaumak Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Swaha Idam Parameshti Gurave Idam Namama Om Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Swaha Idam Sarva Vaishnavebhyo Idam Namama Om Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tvishe Namaha Swaha Idam Gaura Idam Namama Om Pancha Tattvamakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Svarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Swaha Idam
Panchatatvaya idam namama.
Om He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Swaha Idam Krishna Idam Namama Om Jayatam Suratau Pangor Mama Manda Matirgati Matsarvasva Padam Bhojau Radha Madana Mohanau Swaha Idam Sambandadi Deva Madana Mohana Idam Namama Om Divyat Vrindaranya Kalpadrumada Shrimat Ratnagara Simhasanastau Shrimat Radha Shila Govinda Devau Preshtalibi Sevyamanau Smarami Swaha Idam Abhideya Deva Govindaya Idam Namama Om Shriman Rasa Rasarambhi Vam Shivata Tatastita Karshan Venusvanair Gopir Gopinata Shriyestuna Swaha Idam Prayojanadi Deva Gopinatha Idam Namama Om Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Swaha Idam Radhika Idam Namama Om Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Swaha Idam Panchatattva Idam Namama Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Swaha Idam Radha Krishna Bhyamidam Namama Om Bhur Swaha Idam Vishnavedam Namama Om Bhuva Swaha Idam Achyuta Idam Namama Om Swaswaha Idam Narayana Idam Namama Om Bhurbhuva Swaswaha Idam Ananta Idam Namama. Now I will do final offering. Please stand up and give respect to the fire. And as Srila Gurudev said that Krishna is appeared like a fire before us, so mention this. Om Purna Homa Vishase Vishnave Juhomi Yasmai Vishnave Juhoti Savramasmai Dadati Vishnor Varambrine Yashasaba Miloke Om Namo Brahmanya Devaya Gobrahmanahitaya Cha Jagatitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Swaha Idam Krishna Idam Namama Om Purnamadat Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Bhursvasva Gaya Nashchitra Avati Sadavrita Sakha Gaya Shachistaya Vrita Om Bhursvasva Gastva Sadyo Madam Nakmishto Vasatam Dasaha Ridachidar Jevasu Om Bhursvasva
Now we'll have a kirtan, and we invite everyone to go around 7 times around the fire, please.
Everyone can go. Yeah, I think they understood. Go around the fire, ladies. You can walk around. Yeah. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar better? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Vishnu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh! Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Hola Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Hola Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hare Hola Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hare Hola Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hare Hola Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hare Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Hola Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Hey Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Woo! Hey Nitai Gauranga Gaura Hare Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hare Hey Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hare Hey Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hare Gaura 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 Hare Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Hola Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Hola Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Hola Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hare Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hare Gaura, 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 Gaura Hare Hey Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Ram Hola Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Ram Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Ram. Wow, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda Ram. Wow, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari, yo! Hey, Gaura, Gaura. Hey, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Wow, Nityananda, 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 Ram. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Hey, go, 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 go. Hey, go, 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 go. Wow, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Shri Gaura Purnima. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Yuga Dharma, Maha Mantra.
Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Gauranga! Wow, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaur Nitai, Jai Gaur Nitai. Jaya Gaur Nitai, Gaur Nitai, Gaur Nitai, Jai Gaur Nitai. Jaya Gaur Nitai, Gaur Nitai, Jai Gaur Nitai, Jai Gaur Nitai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare. Go, go, go! Wow! Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Dance, dance, dance!
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Wow! Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Shri Gaur Purnima Mahotsava ki. Shri Gaur Purnima Mahotsava ki. Gaur Purnima Mahotsava ki. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. Shri Prabhupada ki. Rishikesh Kirtan Fest 2026 ki. Rishikesh Kirtan Fest forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Purnima!
Thank you so much. Dear friends, thank you so much. We are going to have a little break now. We invite everyone to come again 4:45 and we'll continue with the Kirtan. This was just a warm-up. We have beautiful drama for you in the evening. And please, everyone, if you'd like, just come and have a fruit from our yagya. This is like a special offering.